And everyone thought, oh, Indianapolis is going to be stuck. They're going to be stuck. They ain't get Deshaun. They can't get Deshaun. They can't get Derek Carr. Like, no one's on the table. They're going to be stuck with Jimmy. And the Niners are going to wind up fleecing them because they're going to get desperate. That didn't happen. They got Matt fucking Ryan, who's, in my opinion, I would take over Jimmy Garoppolo every day of the fucking week.
The fact that they got Matt Ryan for a third just makes the Carson Wentz move look even worse. You know how much I love Carson Wentz and still do, kind of. But a first and a second for Carson Wentz when you can have Matt Ryan for a third. And not to mention, the Falcons are okay eating a $42 million dead cap hit, which is the biggest in football history. The Colts, I love the move, but I got to say, Chris Ballard, your ass is on the hot seat. I know it's not his fault. Andrew Luck kind of screwed him, but Phillip Rivers didn't work out. Carson Wentz was a calamity. And now Matt Ryan. But for me, Matt Ryan, it's like a third-round pick. That's it. We'll take it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a third-round pick for a proven guy who's a top 15 quarterback in the league?
Yeah. Everyone wants to talk about Carson Wentz, if you can talk yourself into Carson Wentz last year,
you
can talk yourself, because look, Carson Wentz, he would have won the MVP. He could have won the MVP. Newsflash, Matt Ryan did win an MVP. This is a guy that can get you to the Super Bowl, make a playoff run. Oh, newsflash, Matt Ryan has done a playoff run and actually played in the Super Bowl and was up 28-3 once upon a time.
Sorry, Falcons
has had the number one offense. I know. But look, Matt Ryan has been fucking steady from day one. You got to look at the situation that Matt Ryan came into the NFL. Like, he came in a situation off of Michael Vick, the Bobby Petrino shit, or whatever his name is, the head coach. Sorry,
if I'm butchering his name.
Yeah, Bobby Petrino, that wound up leaving the team during the season and didn't tell anyone. He left a note on his desk talking about he's quitting. That's what the Falcons were dealing with. They were a dysfunctional franchise, Max. And Matt Ryan came in, dude from fucking Boston College, and took the Atlanta Falcons to the playoffs in his first year. And he's the definition of a franchise quarterback. Yeah, it's wishful thinking with, everyone wants an Aaron Rodgers. Everyone wants a Patrick Mahomes. But every once in a while, you have a very talented guy that has been carrying the franchise for fucking years, like Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, and Matthew Stafford. Because that's the way I see it. Yeah, he's a little long in the tooth. Did he stay in Atlanta a little bit too long and be a little bit too loyal? Yeah, he did. But I think this is the time where he can prove like he's an elite player when he has pieces around him. I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but he's a damn good fucking quarterback, man.
If you look at his tenure in Atlanta, 2 NFC championship games, a Super Bowl appearance, you wouldn't take that. An MVP, just never really a question mark. Yeah. I can pull up his stats real quick, and I'm sure there's not going to be any years I'm like, what the fuck happened to Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
He's been a really good quarterback, and it's not his fault. He's not glamorous. He just does his job.
Doesn't miss games.
Doesn't miss games, just does his job. And if the Colts, I think he brings stability. I don't think he's going to retire after this year. I think he's got a year or two left. And yeah, he's lost a little bit off his fastball, but they need stability. Phillip Rivers, when he got there, was washed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He was 38. He had lost a ton of arm strength. Matt Ryan still makes plays. He's a little bit more mobile than we give him credit for. He won an MVP. And then the next year, he was arguably better than that year. So, and I know the stats aren't going to say that, but he did more with less. And I like Matt Ryan. I've always thought he's a really good quarterback. He's never got the respect he deserved. Like, the Falcons would draft him 100 times again. Like, they draft him every time after that for what he did for their team. And we've always talked about one. It's like, remember when Marvin Lewis was in Cincinnati and everyone's like, oh, he sucks?
No.
I get he couldn't win a playoff game. But when you turn a laughingstock franchise into a perennial playoff team, that matters. That shows your impact.
Right.
I'm happy for Matt Ryan. I'm happy for the Colts one. I'll leave it like that.
It's why we give, like I said, guys like Derek Carr credit and Matthew Stafford credit. Like, just because a guy has a shitty team around him and doesn't go to the playoffs every year doesn't mean he sucks. Not everyone can be Aaron Rodgers. Not everyone can be so fucking good that it doesn't matter what's around him, he's going to make it to the playoffs. It's not always like that. But I would take a guy like Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, and Derek Carr in a fucking heartbeat. I would take them. And I love the move by the Colts, man. I really do. I think this is the best thing that they could have done besides wishful thinking. I know it wouldn't have happened because they're division rivals, but getting Deshaun Watson. I think that was probably the best other option, because even if you want to say that they would have went all in for Derek Carr, like let's say Carr was on the market and the Raiders were willing to trade him, they were going to have to give up an arm and a leg for Carr, and they were going to have to pay him. Like I love the fact that they only gave up a third for Matt Ryan.